Guys, so just giving a little update that for the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks, I've been without my phone, which is what I use to record videos. So haven't been able to film new content because of that issue. As you hear my daughter making a mess in the background, but that's real life, right? So I just re-uploading a recipe video from my old channel, just because, you know, there's some new viewers here, and I hope you guys like it. It's a egg roll in a bowl. Just basically deconstructed like egg roll flavors in a like grain bowl, basically, so to speak. But it's really delicious, and I hope you let me know in the comments if you make it yourself. And because I think it tastes really good, and it's really great for those weeknight rotation meals or any day of the week, honestly. All right, enjoy the video. So this takes only a few ingredients. You're gonna use some ground meat here. I'm using ground pork, vegetable slaw mix, garlic powder, ground ginger, some sesame oil, and some coconut aminos, or you can use soy sauce if that's what you have, and also some chicken broth and salt and pepper, because we always use that. And it's really just these few simple ingredients, put them together in a pot, and it's really going to come together probably in about 10-15 minutes. So you're going to take your pan here and put it on a medium heat, and then once it's nice and hot, you're going to add your ground meat. I am using ground pork here, but you can use whatever you have on hand, whether it be ground turkey, ground chicken, ground beef, whatever you like. And you just go ahead and break that up into chunks. I usually do like big chunks first, and then as it continues to cook down, just keep breaking up into smaller pieces. And just gonna cook that down until your meat is fully cooked before we add the rest of our ingredients. Okay, now that everything's all fully cooked, I'm gonna add in my garlic powder and ginger, and it's gonna let that cook all through it so it can get nice and what we call blooming a little bit, because it has been spices that's been in a canister. So you want to let that cook in with that nice pork and the fat that has come from the pork as well. And it's gonna make sure it all gets like as nicely coated as you can. And then we're going to go ahead and add our chicken broth. You can use chicken stock. You can use veggie stock, pork stock, whatever stocks you have, or broths, whatever you have on hand. If you don't have any of those, go ahead and use water if you have to. And then you're just going to add in our coconut aminos or soy sauce if that's what you were using. And again, just want to make sure it's all nicely even coated. And then you're just going to let this go for maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. Let that liquid kind of reduce a little bit, because you don't want it like a loose, watery sauce. You want to kind of like let it thicken up a little bit. So as you can see, the sauce is nicely reduced and it's all nicely covered and ready to go to add our veggies. And as I stated before, I was using a vegetable slaw mix. You can use whatever you have on hand. It could just be regular coleslaw mix, or if you have like the cabbage and carrots and onion stuff all in your fridge and pantry, just go ahead and cut them up all yourself. Either way, or just add whatever veggies you have on hand. And I guess this will actually turn into a stir fry, honestly. But I just get everything all nicely coated and mixed together so that those veggies can get in on that garlic ginger soy mix sauce. And it's gonna just make sure, I just like to make sure everything's nicely coated. And then the next part of cooking time really depends on how you want your veggies. Do you want them super tender, or do you want them like still have that nice bite to it? I like a little bit of crunch, so I only cooked them for maybe another minute or two, and then it was done. And as you can see, I also added some salt and pepper, because that goes in everything in my opinion. But or not, maybe not everything, but you know what I'm saying. just to bring out more of that depth of flavor. And then of course you got to mix, make sure it's all wellly distributed. And like I said, depending on how you want your vegetables to be either tender or more crunchy would depend on its cooking time, and then you're done. And it really is as simple as that. In about 10-15 minutes you have dinner or lunch on the table ready to go for your consumption.